something really special is happening in the new year, right in January.
Yes.
Drum roll.
Yes. I will be the big
44. 40.
Thank you. I will be 40 in January. I don't feel, at least in this moment, like I go back and forth. Like I'm getting my feelings sometimes about it, but right now I'm not. So that's good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. This will be the first year that I'm actually like celebrating a birthday. I don't not celebrate. Like I don't boohoo and cry on my birthday. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I just never take it as anything to do a party or celebrate about. Like, I'm like, oh, sure, let's take a trip.
Well, when you're 37, 38, 39, it's like,
None of them. 21, 25, none of them. Like, I literally haven't done anything.
Yeah, guys, she really did it up. The first thing I saw, she said she's having a party.
Is that anybody's business?
And I saw something on the computer that came through. It's like $3,500. And I'm like, she's like, oh, yeah, I just spent that on my birthday. I'm like, what? She's like, clothes. I'm like, whoa, yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it for the 40th.
As I've said before, there's no reason for you to disclose the numbers that are being spent for.
So just beep the number, Austin. Or don't
be, because then people are going to think it's like $100,000 or something.
So anyhow, you're turning 40. Live it up.
Yes. But and all of that, like I said, making friendships here in Atlanta, and like true friendships, like valuable friendships, ones that can last for years and years to come, is, what I've been opening myself to. I wouldn't say trying to do, but just me, myself, being more open. For my 40 by 40, I made a whole thing about getting out there and like making friends here in Atlanta. Because moving here from New Jersey, where I've been forever, and like leaving my comfort and my friends and the people that have known me for long periods of time, and also telling Justin that as well, that I would like to make couples friends, So if there's something that I feel like I'm becoming friends with, and we can be good friends, like, okay, Justin, let's see if we can make this a couple thing, and can you meet their husband? Can we? So trying to make adult, like most other people have.
Yeah, but the thing is I'll tell people, our audience, the people watching, it's like, I think there's a lot of irony with us, is that we're kind of a social media family, but we've said it before, is that I'm not a guy who wants to hang out with somebody in social media normally, because a lot of the people there, they do thrive off attention and ego and posting things. And like, I couldn't care less. It's a business to me. I do it because I like to be creative and I like to create. But I'm wary of getting into friendships with people in social media, because it's not the world that like I'm part of, really. I mean, I'm a whole different type of person. So anybody,
but that's also, I think, sometimes you make, and you do this a lot, you make assumptions about people.
Sure.
And then you're like, oh, they're not that at all.
But a lot of times my assumptions are correct, because I watch their material. I watch their Instagram or their YouTube, and I'm definitely correct, because like, if you're going to make that type of trashy, crappy content with no substance, I don't think I need.
Yeah, but that's obviously not the people that I'm trying to be friendly with. So I'm saying, like, just because someone's in social media or in entertainment or in anything doesn't sway me from friendship or not. I'm looking at who they're putting out as the person on social media, because it's a job, just like it is for us, it is for other people. But what are you putting out there for your job? Right. Is it salacious, like crazy pranks, my girlfriend's dead all the time type of stuff? Then no, we're not going to mesh. But if it's, I can see what they're trying to put out content, they're trying to create stuff, then it's the same thing we're doing. Yeah.
I'm not going to say this about myself to sound like arrogant or whatever, but I'm likable. I'm very likable.
Justin, I'm saying it's hilarious, because your setups are like, I'm not trying to sound arrogant.
Well, I don't want to talk about myself, really, but I think that I'm very likable, because I'm funny and I'm gregarious, to a point where it seems like I'm, very gregarious to people, but really it's for about 5 minutes, and then I'm like, I have nothing to say, because I want to make people feel good. I want to, make sure everyone's happy, and then it's like, I just want to kind of retreat. And that's the part that I have a problem with, because when I want to retreat, which is often, it's like you can't get to know people when you're retreating. You have to like put your guard down a little bit.
Yeah. You got to commit to spending 4 hours of golf like you do.
Well, that's why golf is a great activity, because you can go out there with somebody for 4 hours and you're doing an activity, and it's kind of low key, and like you got plenty of time to talk, and it's like you're doing something while talking, so it's great. But I think that's something I want to have next year, is just put my guard. I've had great friendships in my life, but as you get older and you have a family, it's like some of those.
Yeah, it becomes more difficult for sure.
They whittle away, and like you're not as close to those people, and you got to make new friendships.
Well, that's where I'm making the change, is like I said, not like I'm like, oh gosh, be my friend, but I'm allowing to say, okay, I see somebody who seems like we're meshing, like I will allow us to see where this goes. because otherwise you don't make friendships and that you don't make relationships at all that way. So
well, I think you're doing a good job. I mean, you've been going out quite a bit with different people, and they all seem like good people, because I think the thing we have to realize is, like you said, is behind social media or whatever, a lot of these people are good people. Like they've chosen to find an interest in this business like we have, because it pays well if you do well with it, if you know how to work
and provides you freedom of working for yourself.
Yeah,
really.
You get to work for yourself, work with your family. You get to be a creator, which we all like. We don't have to go to a building and have a boss. It's fantastic. So a lot of people have these very genuine desires as well, and they fulfill them and they do well, and they're good people. So I think the good thing is, like, once you're hanging out, people just put the phones down and be like, okay, let's talk with none of that stuff. Let's none of that stuff. And then that's when we can really see who somebody is. And so I'm glad that you're doing that. So I think that's
and
great.
then I'll be pulling you into it.
Sure.
We're going to make couple friends.
Yeah.